khép nếp tình trăm năm. I know today there are not many people because it's the first day, yes. But I came because some people already came here before, and because of the news, they stay. If I didn't come today, I could come tomorrow. The ones who just came today would probably stay a few more days. But the people who had already stayed longer, maybe they couldn't stay much longer. So I came. How many people stay longer before today? Last week? Some? No? All gone? One. Only one? I thought it was supposed to be like 20 or 30 people. All left already? Never mind. Okay. Next time. Next life. Whatever. So nowadays, we're supposed to have democracy and religious freedom and everything. I don't know. I'm still running like Jesus' time. Or Prophet Muhammad's time. Peace be upon him. Yes. You have to say that if you mention the name of the Prophet in front of Muslim. Otherwise, they think you don't have respect. It's not true. We just don't understand it. That's all. But I just hope that it's getting better, you know. It probably will. If it doesn't, okay, I'm getting more and more expert at running. Sometimes I couldn't run fast enough. And that is why they caught me, you know, in the house or in other areas. Yeah? You can't just always avoid it, even if you know. If the karma is too heavy, the price has to be paid. Yeah, so it's better if nobody knows my name and where I live. Nowadays, if you know name, you can check everybody where they live, and it's called tracking, yeah? Even they can track you through the phone that you use, the mobile phone. Even if the phone is anonymous or in some other person's name. Yeah? Because of the stuff I talked about. And sometimes I tell them, don't say master or anything on the phone. Okay, then fine. And then later, I talk in the third person, you know. I say, your sister tells you to do this, to do that. So please do it. And then, yeah, understand. And then, thank you, master. Yeah? Useless, you know. It's really useless. No use. Because you guys are too safe. Yeah? Every little pimple on your face, you pray to master and then it fixes. It disappears. Even if you have an accident, you have no scratch, nothing. You don't understand me. You don't understand my trouble and that I'm in danger. Yeah? You don't understand that I need to be more private and anonymous. You don't mean to be bad or anything. You're just used to it, you know? You're so happy to talk to me and you just leak it out all the time, even if you don't want to. Besides, your karma from past life as enemies is always popping up unexpectedly all the time. Even if you don't want to, the subconscious is still working and the karmic connection is still there. So I can never win. I just have to take care of myself. It's difficult, but I'm trying my best. Just for you, for the world. Because dying, it doesn't matter much anyway, sooner or later, right? It's not that, but I have to keep myself alive for a while, no? Yes. I keep myself alive maybe over 100. More than 100. More than 100 years old. I mean total. Not from now, 100 more years. I have no more teacher. I don't know what to do. The physical body is not able to sustain always the environment, you know, the pollution and everything. Okay, any more good stories? Except beautiful, anything else? You want to say something?
Well,
no.
There's a lot on the internet at the moment, Master, about the ascension of the planet in 2012 in December.
In what?
The planet going to a higher level of consciousness. And there's a huge movement of people that are putting information on there, and everyone's getting
Tell me.
quite excited. It seems like a really positive thing.
Of course.
People's level of consciousness is going to suddenly accelerate so fast.
Yes.
That the planet is going
Except for my assistants, yes. Everybody seems to be so good. The taxi driver, apple vendor, everybody seems to be higher and higher. How come my assistants are stuck? Whoever nearby me, just stuck there. No matter how I clean, all kinds of means to clean, and they seem stuck. Just for me. Yes, tell me, love.
Yeah, and there's been a lot more UFO sightings since the beginning of this year. Again, people are getting excited. They're thinking...
December 2012?
Yeah,
What about that?
Well, they're saying the planet's...
that's the time to ascend? Yes. The consciousness.
Yes.
Not the planet.
Well, yeah.
I mean the whole consciousness.
Yeah, the whole mass
of the planet.
consciousness of the planet, yes.
Yes,
So,
getting better, of course.
Well, we hope. Yes,
I bump into vegan people everywhere.
Yeah.
I went to the supermarket to buy a belt, because I lost some weight at one time and my trousers falling off. And I didn't want to keep going to buy new trousers. I'm small, they are difficult to buy. So I just bought a belt and I asked for vegan. She gave me something and I say, it looks like leather, I don't want it. I'm vegan. And she said, me too. This is vegan, it's just fake leather. Yes, that's one thing. And then I went to another supermarket and I bought some bread, yeah. And then the vendor of the bread, I saw her handling some meat on the other counter. I said, please, maybe you change your gloves if you have touched the meat because I'm vegan. And she said, no, this is only for bread. My daughter is vegan and I eat very little meat now. I'm going slowly. She said. I said, yeah, go slow and quick. And then later, she helped me to find other vegan stuff. Very nice, yes. It's just like that, Many other times, I bump into vegan stewardesses, pilots, all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Seems like the movement is really going upward. Yes. That's why I told you we save the planet is longer time. Long time.
How much, Master?
Huh? How many more years up to now? 20. If I had not been so beaten up, all the time and disturbed and made to run, it would have been 200 years by now. The way I meditate, the way I put my all into it, it's not just meditation, it's your passion, your energy, your intention, your awe, But tell that to my assistants. Never mind. I can't blame them. Just too ignorant. The ego and the ignorance, the uneducation, the uneducated lifestyle. Spiritually, yes? Spiritually. So much ego, arguing all the time. My God. But I can't keep changing to become my dog. People, they get used to one person. If assistants keep changing all the time, they go kaput. Also, I have to clean them for a while, until they're ready, Yes. That's the thing. The world karma, makes it I cannot even change them. Just like if you have very bad karma, even if you go to the best doctors, they can't heal you. Even if you have the right medicine, it doesn't work. It's like that. I knew it last time when I was sick. So many doctors, nobody could figure out what was wrong with me. Until I suffered so much that I could hardly walk. I was almost paralyzed already. And then I had an operation. And then it took 2 years to be the way I am today. That I can walk well, run down the staircase, up the staircase. Yes, no problem, like normal. Before it was such a pain. Even though I had been to many doctors and, that's another story you don't know. Well, maybe I save it for next time. Then I tell you everything, then the next batch hears nothing.
Tell Timmy if you beautiful again.
But how about if the next batch tells me that I'm not only beautiful but elegant then? Then I have to tell them a lot more stories. Yeah, okay. Well, when I was sick, I was in another country and I was in trouble already because the police were checking, thinking that we were doing drugs or whatever they're imagining was, or whoever reported it with a bad intention to harm us, yeah? So I had to run already. I couldn't even stay there. I couldn't even have many attendants, just one or two, you know. And especially I could not have too many Chinese around. It's too obvious, you know. In some places they don't have that many Chinese, so we'd be the only ones, you know. It would be very like a sore thumb, huh? So I went to a doctor, but I could not even give my name. I had to make up a name. In some places, okay, but some places not. But then since one place was okay, at least I could use that to go to another place. Say, look, oh, it's okay, you know. And if they asked for ID, then I had to change doctors. But then when I was operated on, I had to stay many months in the hospital. And every day my heart pumped. Because they would come up and ask, and then I had to say one story after another. You know, and then they were yelling at me, screaming at me, telling me that I'm bad and all that. Why don't I have my passport? Why? What? It was just screaming and yelling at me all the time. While I was sick with bandages here and there and everywhere. I could hardly walk, could not even get up from the bed without excruciating pain. And they were yelling at me all the time. And with the neighbors, you know, screaming, some were mental, you know, they kept saying, potato, 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 all night long. And the other one was crying, mama, 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 because they thought I was mental or something. Because I couldn't walk, they thought it had something to do with the nerves. So, of course, they put me in the neural area. But the neural area is not always just neural. Is neurotic. And I heard all kinds of talk all day, all night, could not even rest. Apart from being harassed by the, you know, the administration, everybody looked at me with funny eyes, you know. But the doctors were kind and the nurses were understanding, just not the administration. They could not understand why I could not produce my ID. Well, and then, because sometimes I went out, I had to disguise. And under operation, you can't. So they say, how come you were different when you came in and now you're like this? So they had more suspicion. And they really gave me a hard time while I was sick. I was already very, very sick. And I had to deal with all this, you know, trouble. I couldn't even leave the hospital. I was so sick. If I went, I die. Even in the car, it was really killing me. While somebody drive me to hospital, even just a little bump like this was killing me. It was so painful, painful. And if I went back to England or anywhere safer, I would die on the airplane from pain. Even painkillers didn't help. And I could not even take many more painkillers than I already had because they would immobilize your muscles and harden your arteries. Apart from all the antibiotics that they wrongly prescribed to me because I didn't even know what was wrong with me. And then they thought it was cancer, but it wasn't. It was just different, just very painful, painful. And then after the operation, it got better, but I could not walk. After the operation, the first thing the doctor asked me, because he operated here, you know, inside. So it was very dangerous. The most dangerous moment was the operation time. It wasn't when I was sick or after or before. It was the most dangerous time because I could die then. Anything could happen. It was a very dangerous procedure. They told me afterward, thank you ever so much. Told me after, not before. But I didn't know that. So before that, I was very, very scared because I could also never wake up again. In the middle of my job, or something could happen. So the first thing the doctor asked me was, do you see me? I said, yes. Can you hear me? Yes. Can you talk? Yes. Because he was worried that I would lose my voice. I was worried also. So he said, then you're okay. He said, thanks heaven. Thank heaven. I couldn't even thank because I went through so much suffering after the operation also.
Ai có biết lòng ai thép chẳng nên lời, hãy nhìn trong đáy mắt bao sóng tình lên khơi. Tình vui hàng lý dược, tình nồng đôi cánh môi, người ơi người